Hi guys, today's video was shot a few weeks ago with the wonderful Paolo Terenzi and Tiziana Terenzi, Paolo's sister, who are the two behind the brand Tiziana Terenzi. So this video was shot on Zoom, so the quality is not the best, but you still get to hear Mr. Paolo Terenzi and also Tiziana and me, of course, discuss several of their latest fragrances from the Comets collection. The Comets collection includes fragrances Halley, this one right here, Wirtanen, this one right here, Hale Bopp, this one right here, and finally Tempel. So we shot two videos, and I'm going to air the two videos 2 weeks apart. And today, thanks to the distributor of Tiziana Terenzi Fragrances, the Fragrance Group, we do have a full bottle giveaway of one of your choice with one of these fragrances. And also, in 2 weeks, you'll have your choice of one of the fragrances we discussed with Tiziana and Paolo again. And those fragrances are Siene, Borea, Draconis, and Arrakis. So the Fragrance Group is the exclusive US distributor for select group of prestige specialty fragrance brands such as Tiziana Terenzi. And if you're curious to learn more about the Fragrance Group, you can visit their website, soavantgarde.com. I'll have their link in the info box. And you can also visit them on Instagram and Facebook at Fragrance Group. And they are the sponsors of the giveaway today. This is a USA giveaway. One subscriber gets to win one fragrance of their choice from the fragrances we discussed today. Sorry, this is not a worldwide giveaway. The Fragrance Group is a USA company, and they don't have business outside of the USA. So sit back and enjoy the video. As I said, the quality is not the best, and it's also a very long video, very detailed, and you'll get to learn about these four new fragrances from Tiziana Terenzi from the Comet Collection. Then also stay tuned. In 2 weeks I will air the follow-up video with 4 new fragrances. And this is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. Paolo and Tiziana, thank you so much for doing this video with me today.
It's our great pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you
for the invitation and the occasion to meet each other again, by the way, because normally we have an occasion of Milan and Cannes, and this year it was not possible, so now we change the way to meet each other virtually, but also it's a pleasure.
Yeah, I remember when I met you last, you were on your beautiful yacht in Cannes, and we had a great time eating dinner with you and everything, drinking wine and prosecco. That was fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
La dolce vita, my dear friend.
This is what we love to do. It's to live with good people, with a good vibes and good in a good atmosphere and environment. Because life is too short to lose your time in stupidity. So we prefer to have this dolce vita style that is our style, our mood. What we call a Terenzi lifestyle in a way. The way to appreciate any small details of life. And this is important.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about the Comets collection. Let's get started with the 4 new fragrances.
Yes, I'm introducing the idea behind, first of all, because, you know, for us, it's very important to tell the story behind the bottle more than other things or the inspiration. And this is a kind of intergalactical journey, the journey around the stars, that we started with Luna Collection that are named with constellation, and later we start to move to the lunar stars, and we had the idea to create something special about the special stars that are named comets. And the comets bring us beautiful things and beautiful hope. Normally in the Italian tradition there is an idea that every time the comets pass through the vault, you have something good that the comets brings you. So the idea was exactly to bring us, and especially in this period that is a little bit difficult with the pandemic situation, to bring us new hope and new good luck. And because you should be very expert to detect the comet on the stars, also by the perfume, you should be very expert to recognize the ingredients and molecules. So this is a new journey in something that is very, very special and complex in terms of fragrance creativity. In this case, we have 4 new bottles. Tiziana designed this new bottle with an amazing packaging. it's
Sure.
also very important for us, the presentation. And Tiziana, she's an artisan. This is one of the main skills of the brand, this beautiful presentation.
Thank you, dear bro.
Welcome.
I try to do my best.
Of course, you're doing well. And this is a very important part because we change the shape of the bottle in this collection. And also we introduce a new type of coating in the bottle because the bottle are red and black, but with transparent color and has a very nice medallion in gold. Would you like to start with one of them? We can. You have a preference, or I start with one of my favorites?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. My two favorites are Halley and Wirtanen. They're so different, but really, really lovely on me. And my favorite of those two is Halley because it's so fruity. And lately, I'm really loving the fruity fragrances. So tell me a little bit about Halley.
Okay, Hale is a very famous comet. Of course, is a comet that is bring us a lot of joy and good luck. So this is the idea that we would like to explore with this creation: joy, passion, and even summertime, because it's a good season, and normally people are always very happy in this season. You are living in a very lucky city, so you don't have this kind of difference between the season like we feel it from the winter time, spring and summer, that is changes the mood and our spirits. Halley is really the representative of this summertime and explosion of joy. First of all, I would like to say that. And inside the perfume is a very important, the combination that we have inside, because is what we call the magical drop. Is one of our invention when you have heliotrope combined with musk and ambergris and linked with one of the fruity that you smell because you are expert, of course, in the fragrances. And this is something that give an addiction. I don't know why, but this heliotrope, this is not a heliotropine synthetic one. Heliotrope is a real natural ingredients. All of our fragrances are made only with natural ingredients. And this flower has this hypnotic skill to create this addiction. And combined with amber and musk that give the enhance and they offer this seductive touch, the fragrance became warm, seductive, and has a very incredible long lasting. I'm sure that you have tried on the skin, and these fragrances really last for a long time. Normally we say one day, one shower, is still on the skin. The head notes of these are passion fruit, that is a particular fruity note that give a seductive touch, fruity, sweet, but not gourmand. We have lemon from Sorrento area. We have black currant and Bulgarian rose. Bulgarian are another important component in our library. You can see some of few bottles behind us are part of our library, because we use Bulgarian rose since the beginning of our career, because our grandma was crazy for roses, and she has a lot of roses. And when we were a child, we took all the petals, and you know that for one drop of Bulgarian rose, you need 1,000 petals of rose. So it's a very long process.
That's a lot.
Yeah. On the middle note, we have iris, hyacinth, tuberose, that is Tiziana loves particularly. Petitgrain, hibiscus, peach, cinnamon, and raspberry. On the base note, vanilla, Laos wood, because all the combination of this creation of Comets has a very important focus on wood as well. So Laos wood, that is more gentle than Indian wood, as you know. Cedar wood for the freshness. Musk, amber, and again musk combined with ambergris that give the enhance of this smell without smell. The musk, you know, has a smell without odor, and this is what we would like to translate. I think that the combination of this perfume is really perfect for this season, from spring and summertime, and is absolutely unisex, like all the fragrances that we love to produce and release, because we don't believe in genders in perfumes. So we love to have at your nose the chance to choose the fragrances, because there is no masculine or feminine. In my point of view, it's more from the industry, these kind of categories.
Would you say the peach and the passion fruit are running the fragrance? Is that what's mostly coming through? Because I get those very dominantly, but there's a lot of musk in this one as well.
Yeah. I think that musk with amber is they are under the line, and of course the fruity notes are the explosion, because this is, you have to feel the joy. You know, you can think about in a very opulent table full of fruities, and summertime in the lazy days, waiting for nothing, waiting for enjoy the moments. And this is the idea of this, the spirit of this creation. Of course, the peach and the passion fruit on the top give this sweetness part, and sweet and fruity parts. But the most boost of this is coming from the bottom. Is hidden because you have also a very important components, bouquet of flowers, right? Tuberose and this heliotrope as a very important part. And of course, combining with the woody notes on the bottom to give the strong pillars and guarantee the lasting of the fragrances. All together they have this result, and I think that is well balanced, and especially is very seductive and sexy. This is what I use. I got like a compliment. I don't know, because I'm very charming, by the way.
If you look to the pyramids, you cannot imagine very well what is the final result, you know, because there is a lot of ingredients and really particular, so something that is quite unusual altogether. But the final result is really harmonic. The fragrance is full of sun and full of joy.
Lots of sunshine.
And sunshine. Yeah, exactly.
The spirit. And don't forget that all our fragrances are extra de parfum. So we are talking about 30 or more concentration of oil. In this case, we have 35. And you see that when you spray on the skin, it's very oily. Because this concentration has this strong quantity. Yes, you see, it's so oily, but it doesn't stain.
Very oily, yes.
Yeah,
very oily.
But it doesn't stain. It doesn't stain your fabric. So whenever if you want to spray, you see my jacket or my vest are very expensive, my cap as well. But it doesn't stain, because we have a very particular alcohol that we develop in our company. This is our secret formula. The alcohol is only the shuttle to drive the perfume, stick on the skin, and this is the reason why with this high concentration we can last more than other perfumes in the market, of course. And it's very particular, and this is what we like it, because for us this is the essence of the perfumery. And I don't like personally the eau de parfum or the toilette, because in this case in the formula you should put water. And water, as you know, is a universal solvent. And water is going to change the perfume. You have 1,000 of bottles behind you, and I'm sure that after a month or 2 or 3, you can smell the fragrances. After the first time, it's going to change. And for expert knows, they can feel the difference between one fragrance to the other in eau de parfum or the toilette categories. In our case, the shelf life of our bottle is forever, because alcohol is pure and is an isolant, and juice. So the juice stay in this isolant forever, and from the beginning up to the end of the bottle, life of the bottle, you have the same juice. And this is for us very important in terms of quality, and to provide to our customers something special and unique.
Exactly.
Very interesting. Yeah. The fragrances that you guys create are very long lasting, and they're intense experience.
Intense, and we are looking for intense and projection. It's not for shy people. For this, for sure.
Exactly. We need for sure more personality, you know, more identity to wearing these fragrances, because they are not shine.
They're statement fragrances. They make a statement, right?
Exactly.
Yes.
So the next fragrance I really enjoy from this collection is Wirtanen. Is that how you say it? Wirtanen?
Wirtanen.
Yes.
You know, all the fragrances are named with the real name of Comets, and normally the Comets are named by the gentleman or the lady that discovered the Comets in the sky. So Wirtanen was one of these physicists that discovered the comets. It's very important for us because it's the comet of Christmas. This is, that, you know, in Bethlehem, many 2,000 years ago, a comet arrived and pointed Jesus Christ. And this is the Wirtanen comet. So you feel the explosion of joy, you feel the explosion of festivity. And I'm very proud of these fragrances because you know that from our tradition, we have one of the wider oud collection in Europe, because our grandfather was a oud collector. And now oud is becoming popular in the fragrance world, and many people are talking about oud, but not a lot of people really know what does it mean, oud. Oud in the spirit, oud, the pure oil, and what is the combination and the spirituality of oud, because oud has a different type of categories, and of course more animalic, less animalic, more dark, more or white, and of course the different odor or skills or phases of oud as a particular message. So this is what is a very strong expertise that we collected from our grandfather. And this is one of these oud that is very particular, and the combination is really good for Western people, because in this case we have oud with a strong intensity, not animalic, but is more in the gourmand area. So you feel this kind of black sugar, caramel that gives the sweetness.
So elegant.
Yeah, it's really very elegant.
Very well balanced.
So with Wirtanen, I get a leathery touch. Where is that coming from?
Yes, you're right. You have this kind of leathery touch because, of course, when oud, and we are talking about pure oud. In this case, on the middle note, we have black pepper, Laos oud, and Cambodian oud. Cambodian is more animalic, let me say, leathery. So you feel this type of leather touch from the Cambodian oud, because when they make the extraction of this, they are using to make the extraction during the process from the plants of the agar wood, from the tree of the agar wood. During the extraction, they used to make the extraction with leather. So this leather is going to release their own odor to the woody, and after you have this specific oud from Cambodian. This is the reason why it's very important to know not only the pyramids, but also where the ingredients are coming from. And this is something that you cannot have it when you have synthetic ones, because of course synthetic ones are coming from the labs. And this is whatever, there is no influence from the extraction of the location or latitude. In this case, the Cambodian using to have this technique with leather, so the fragrances, the woody notes are going to the leather touch, and you have in these fragrances. Of course, the top note to give this freshness and also the sweetness, we have the combination with bergamot from Calabria, the very famous bergamot in Italy, ylang ylang that give the seductive touch of the flower, hypnotic white flower, and rose. The rose in this case is Bulgarian again. We have black pepper, as I said before, Laos oud and Cambodian oud, combined with jasmine, grandiflora, and poen. On the base note, to give the last, to have a very strong pillar on the bottom, we have caramel, so brown sugar, vanilla bean, sandalwood, ambergris, and musk. Again, our magical drop combined together that give a gentle touch, aphrodisiac, and also seductive, because we love to wear fragrances to like a special weapon to attract people in a good way.
But this is the job of the smell, also in the animals, from the bear to the big animals, you know. Fragrances is something that is seduction. First of all, for ourselves, it's not important. The second consequence is to the other people.
Yeah, it's going to drive the mood, and this is the reason why we call it this collection Comets, because the Comets bring us joy, and in this case, the fragrances should bring us joy and good spirit and mood. I think that when you feel good, people look at you and they understand that you are feeling good.
The life is much better.
Yeah.
Everything can more
positive vibes.
Exactly. Yeah. This is a good mood that we need in this moment, even more than in the other. But always we need.
In this case, Wirtanen has this particular color is red, and is red like the special moment of joy and party. So it's
this is
Christmas
the
time, but also
really special one.
Yeah, and a special party as well. So this is important.
It looks like Christmas.
Yeah, this is the Comet of Christmas, by the way.
Yeah, it's the color of love,
Impatient.
Valentine's.
Yeah,
Also,
it's the color of wine, of love.
Absolutely a special moment for a special day.
Yeah, these two are my favorites from the Comets collection, but there's two more. One's called Hale Bopp. Hale Bopp is vanilla, spicy vanilla, I think.
Yeah, Hale Bopp is very particular, like the Comet. First of all, this Comet was very difficult to detect, so they needed two people, Hale and Bopp, not only one, because it's very far away and is a very mysterious scent. And also the fragrances has different kind of faces. As you say, you feel vanilla, and it's correct. And so you have the sweetness, but in the meantime, I guess that you can feel something that is warm and fresh in the meantime. Like, because the fragrances has this kind of different aspects. So it could be very warmy, like a cashmere pullover during the nighttime, but it could be also super fresh because on the top note, you have expression of fruity that makes the fragrances so fresh if it's a gruma notes.
So you have lemon or something? Or?
Sorry?
There's some lemon or some bergamot or something.
Yes, of course. There is lemon inside. You have this part of the sweetness is coming from the vanilla, as you say before. But on the top note, you have nutmeg, cinnamon, and lemon, as you say.
Okay.
This lemon from Sorrento is very different from all the other lemon that you have seen probably because has a very thick peel. Is a giant lemon, and the oil of this is incredible. And
I've seen.
Yeah, you've seen this is
the pictures.
Very Italy.
It's a very Italian one. It's incredible, and we love to work with Sorrento lemon. Tiziana spent a lot of time in Sorrento for holidays and supposed to have
no, not for holidays, for job, but I enjoy very much. Really
she told me that she's going for a job, but normally she spends a lot of time enjoying limoncello and
limoncello
and Sorrento Golf. But okay.
I have to improve my experience in limoncello.
I've forgiven you for that. On the middle note, we have geranium. That's very important and old components in the perfumery. It's not very very known, but since the beginning of the perfumery, the history of the perfumes, geranium was a very important component, and so we love to use this. Sage, patchouli, Tahiti, vanilla. And this is the sweet part that you get it since the beginning, this vanilla touch from Tahiti, that the vanilla flower normally has these very strong, sweet perfumes, odors. On the base note, we have sandalwood, musk, ambergris, that more or less, again, our symbol and signature in these fragrances, labdanum and musk again. So this again, if you look at this pyramid, every time we find the combination of musk with another component more times. Because, of course, musk itself doesn't have a very strong odor because it's the sense with no sense. But, of course, combined with something else is like a special boost to enhance the fragrances and give extraordinary explosion and projection. And this is what we are looking for. And for what I like on these fragrances is this double face that you can use in wintertime and summertime easily, and it's very special. I can tell you that my godson and my wife are using these fragrances nowadays, and they're very, very sexy. So I'm very strong. And although here the summer
you
is here.
improve your confidence in yourself. Really. You feel
wearing this,
sexy.
Wearing the fragrances, you feel this particular mysterious strength.
Yeah, it's really charming.
I feel like it's a spicy, aromatic vanilla with lots of woody touches. Of course, the musk is prominent as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely true. Yes. So these amber, vanilla, musk are probably the main stream of this creation. But of course, with all the complexity that you have on the top with nutmeg and lemon, really combinations that are unusual, because this is really a fragrances for people with a character. They are looking for uniqueness. And I think nowadays, especially people that are moving to the artistic perfumery, because now niche is quite packed, so it means better to talk about the artistic perfumery, are looking for what the people are looking for at the beginning in niche. They're looking for uniqueness. They would like to smell different, and they want to translate their own personality or own spirit through the perfume. And this is a very important evocative sense, the nose and with smell. So we should be very cautious in our research, and also for our creativity. We love to explore different ways, different places, and find the best ones. So I think that this is an incredible creation in this direction.
So let me ask you, why is this fragrance a dry fragrance? Normally, or typically with vanilla, it's more like syrup. This one has a lot of dry touches. What makes it dry?
What makes it dry? Okay, this is first of all the fact
Maybe
that we are
powdery is the word.
Sebastian, you are always super smart. I love your style.
The dry down is going to powdery. It means because it's a fact. Yes, it's a fact that in this case it's really because we are looking for the origin of the perfume. In our own research is always to come back to elegance of the perfumery, that it was expressed more in the 30 up to the 50s. So we're talking about this gold period of the perfumery before the explosion of the extravagance action to be on the bottle. So for me, this is very important. And the citrus notes that are combined with vanilla are very typical of the 20 and the Belle Epoque period. This kind of delicate touch that make the people more sweet and gentle. This was made for lady, and it was made in the cologne was as well, an aftershave at the time as well. So this is our stylistic research, and combining vanilla with this cypress note to dry down correctly, especially when you're using vanilla bean. It's our own research. I hope that you like it, by the way, because this make me feel like a childhood period when I was very clean inside me. Like now, by the way, I'm clean.
No, it's a wonderful fragrance. It's a really long lasting, is what I should say when I was wearing it. Yeah,
absolutely. I tell you a secret. My wife is wearing perfumes and last on the skin. Has a particular pH on the skin, and it's very difficult to last. So for her, whatever she using, even other brands, now it's forbidden by law, but she's also in the past using some kind of brands. This perfume doesn't last on her, and this is a really particular pH of her skin, and probably many people have this kind of problems. So for me, the testing is on the skin. If it's last on the skin, it means that we reach the level of the lasting that we would like to have it. So this is the reason why we are very focused on the lasting, because for me, in my habits, I'm wearing in the morning, the first thing that I do after the coffee is wearing a perfume. And I would like that this perfume stay with me all day long. And my days normally are very longer. So because I used to party at nighttime. So it really is important that we have this kind of lasting. And I think that Tiziana as well has the same aims. And
we love the sillage also. You walk and you live the sheer, the land.
Yeah, I love the sillage too.
Yeah, this is important.
It's so beautiful. You change the atmosphere around you, no? That is something that have to be. Any person with a strong identity change the atmosphere around himself. So this is what I want.
I usually love that kind of atmosphere.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also it's important to we have a discussion about this with an artist. It's important that people around you feel your presence when you arrive. So the perfume and the projection of your perfume is going to open your entrance. So the people feel that you're arriving, but also people are feeling when you're leaving. So the empty place that you left, because the presence of the perfume stay there. So the projection of that it lasts for. And this is a very important moment because people can remind you more when you're not there than when you are there. Like in music, and there was the silent of Miles Davis, for example, that is more music than all the notes that is going to play. So this pause is important, and for me is the same in the perfume. The pause when my perfume stay and I'm leaving. This is something that fixes you in the memory in the mind of the people that are nearby you, your friends or whatever. So it's important. You have to think about that when you're wearing a perfume.
Yeah, I agree. I really do agree, for sure. So the last fragrance in the collection is Tempel. Tempel,
yeah.
Another red bottle.
This is animalic.
I'm very proud of this fragrance, and let me tell you something about this. For the very oud lover, and I'm talking about only the expert, not the people that are talking about oud without even have seen a plant or a tree of oud. This is really what we call royal oud or mukallat. This type of oud is one of the tradition of the Arabs culture, for the Arabic culture, for special events. You know, there is many kind of celebration that are very important for in this region, and oud is a symbol of your position in the society, and also the symbol of respect in front of the other people. This type of oud is very elegant. It's animalic, but in the meantime, so you feel the strong perception of this oud or Indian oud that we have on the bottom, but has an elegant equilibrium with different elements. There is a particularity in this pyramid because we repeat like a special link or fil rouge from the head note to the bottom note, the same ingredients, and is lily of Halley. Lily of Halley is a very gentle. So when you mix one gentle element like lily of Halley with a strong element with like oud, it's a kind of funambolic equilibrium on that. But when you reach the right proportion, you have a very nice and gentle touch that is not flowery at all, so it's not feminine, but in the meantime you feel the masculinity and the strength of the oud, but it's not overdosed or overcome you in the animalic touch that probably for European or Western people should be very difficult to wear it. So I'm very proud of this creation, and is.
I want to say that always there is our research is to have a balance and harmonic idea of beauty. You know, we come with the tradition of the idea of the beauty like an harmonic formula. So we want to explore always this idea, no?
Yeah.
You know, it is a nice balance. So the lily of the valley is such a nice, pleasant surprise with the oud. Yeah. And even though the oud is animalic, it's totally tolerable. You can wear it. It's not like bad or anything. Like it's really wonderful to wear.
You can wear, and if you start to wear it, this is really a kind of thing that the specific tools that you must have if you want to enter in the oud area, because to enter in the oud experience and to smell the oud properly, you should be prepared. Nobody can go. It is what happened to us, and it happened to everybody. It takes time, years before to enter exactly in the spirit to evaluate and to enjoy oud. Because the beginning is more like something that is reluctant. The odor is okay, shit. But when you enter slowly by slowly, when you enter slowly by slowly, you start to recognize the beauty of oud. And don't forget that oud was used in the past in the perfumery. It was not mentioned, but all the perfumers and the old style, we are talking about again the Belle Epoque, was one of the most important elements because it guarantees the strong brick of your palace when you want to build something that is wider and strong, you need a solid base. And this is very important. In this case, this wood has this royal touch because it's a mukallat, they call it in this segment of wood, and it's very important for this celebration. So we have a combination of the top note of different flowers, but lily of valley is always present. We have a narcissus or narcissus, or how you pronounce it? Narcissus. And magnolia. That is a white flower that we love to use, and we have several times in our combination. On the middle note, again, lily of valley. So you see that pyramid is continuing that like a driver, and Cambodian wood, the leathery one that we discovered before in Wirtanen. And we have the base note, again, lily of valley. Very strange to have a flower so gentle on the base note, but it's important because it opens the tunnel and the link from the top to the bottom. So the perfume, when it's going to dry down on your skin, is always this kind of follow with you. And after we have Indian wood, that has the Indian wood is normally the more animalic and the more strong of what they call black wood, because it has this kind of opulent oil with these very besty odors. And ambergris. Ambergris that create a balance with the woods, and also the seductive touch that all the people love to have, because of course amber has many kind of elements inside, and one of these is to be aphrodisiac. So people love it, is touch to be sexy. So this is what I like it so much. So this is the creation. I think that the pyramid is simple and complex at the same time, and open the way for fragrance lover that would like to discover more about wood, and you should smell at least these fragrances, because it's the first step to move ahead in the wood area, if you would love to explore this area, of course.
Yeah, that's a good entry-level animalic wood for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm getting soapy. Is that from the lily of the valley? It smells a little like soap.
Yeah, it could be that. There is also the magnolia on the top that is very particular on the soapy area. So I think that the combination of the flower together can bring you on this direction as well. But I think that the main elements of this is this equilibrium between the woody and the flowery notes. So you have dark side and white side on the same time. So you feel in a way the perfume is moving to the flowery and come back to the woody, and again to the flowery and to the bouquet. So you have this kind of journey around these two main elements, and also can have the freshness, because in the same lily of valley has this gentle, fresh touch.
Wonderful. All right, so one last question before we end this video. Why the different colors of the bottles? And how come one fragrance has a dark color and the other a red color? Is there a special...
Yeah, we try to be coherent every time when we choose a color for the perfume, and the packaging and any details. That's not the case, We want to use a different language for the same message. In this case, all these Comet are something that are fire, very special, very light, of course. So we select to be, transparent and not matte effect. You can see the liquid inside. We have a very beautiful technology to fix the medallion, so you don't have any feeling of melt, absolutely, even if the glass is transparent. And in this case, there are two fragrances that are more red, in effect. One, because it's this one with the special wood and the special balance between something that is gentle and something that is a little bit, not rough, but strong in a way that can be also difficult to understand in the first time. And it's a question really to something that is passion, because there is a tension between these two elements, and in this way there is something that is also fusion, love, between something that are two different souls inside. And this is our idea, something that is more fire, more passion, more love. And in the second case, we speak about Wirtanen, that is the Christmas Comet. So the love in the most special idea for our culture, the idea to be completely, how to say, gratis,
Grateful.
grateful.
Grateful, huh?
Grateful,
Nice.
Poor,
Yeah.
poor. It's poor love. So without, no, and it has to be red in this case. The other two bottles are in black, transparent black, because they are a little bit more mysterious, you know.
I get it
Always
now.
attractive, always with the good vibes, like the Comet have to be, because we follow the idea that the people that use it perfume and really have to enjoy the life, to feel more confident in himself and in any situation to be positive. So are a good mysterious, you know, is charming mysterious.
Yeah.
Not dark, it's charming, more
Absolutely.
complex.
Totally.
Also,
This is
if
the
I can
idea.
say something,
Yeah.
don't forget that this Luna Comet collection, the Comet Collection are coming from Luna Collection. And the Luna Collection, if you remind, we have two bottles, one in black and in red from the special collection, the Red Moon and the Black Moon. So even this, for the currencies that Tiziana talked before, we keep it this color that are part of the collection to translate in a different kind of journey. So from these special moons, we are moving to these beautiful tail fire stars like the comets, and get these two special bottles. So also this connection with the packaging that is exactly red and velvet on the external part, sustainable, because this special box you can reuse it.
To show you.
You can reuse it like a jewelry box or to put to whatever you like.
Now it's difficult with on one hand. Thank you for your help. You can remove the internal part and you have a perfect jewel box.
Or you can, so
nice.
Because
it's our idea of sustainability. We don't want to have something that is not coherent in the idea of the luxury product that we have in this case. So have to be soft in the touch, have to be good in the color and shining, and you know, to have the same message of the fragrances in the box. But we don't want to lose anything, and we want to have a very big respect for all our beautiful world where we live. So this box is something that you can use it for text inside, something that for you is precious.
You know, sustainability is very important for us, and you know that we produce everything by solar power, and we recycle the water, and our company is built around zero impact. We started this from a vision of our father in 1972, when it was not absolutely so common or popular to talk about green economy, but at the time our father has this kind of idea, and they say always it doesn't make sense to produce beauty if you're going to destroy the most beautiful things that we have, that is our environment and the world. So our mission was for us was really the normality. And a certain moment of our life, we discovered that we were not so common, and we got a praise from the government in Europe for this. And we were very surprised. We went to Bruxelles to get this.
So normal.
To get this praise, and I say that, you know, it's for us it's normal because we are doing what we were educated for. So this was really our life, and we continue in this direction. So even when Tiziana and with our department thinking about design and whatever, should be sustainable from the process of the production, and this is every single bottle is made in-house, and we produce here every single pieces of that. So the engineer of the production, every part should be produced with a sustainable idea behind. And also the recycle of that. So we would like that people, like in our special cup that now we are going to discover, you can use it like a paperweight. You can use it to glorify your bottle, and you can use it and reuse it, because every single thing should be done for lasting. even the bottle, even the perfume, and also the bottle and the rest.
Yeah.
So this is our own research.
Nice.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. Thank you for explaining that.
Thank you for asking.
Thank you so much.
All right, so let's do a recap, and then so we discussed today 4 fragrances: Halley, Wirtanen, Hale Bopp and Tempel from the Comets collection, which is part of the Luna collection. And these are out and for sale currently. And I have a link in the info box if you are curious to check them out. And it's at soavantgarde.com, which is the fragrance group who distributes Tiziana Terenzi fragrances in the USA. Other than that, Paolo, Tiziana, let us know if you have any other things you want to add to this video.
For me, well, I'm fine. I only would like to say thank you for the attention. Sorry that we didn't respect the 20 minutes. We passed 1 hour, but whatever it is, when we talk about perfume, it's really our life. And the passion is coming through, and you cannot stop the passion. Sorry for that, but we are sincere, and we love to do that.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching today's video with Paolo and Tiziana of Tiziana Terenzi. As promised, there is a giveaway that we are doing thanks to the wonderful folks behind the fragrance group, the exclusive distributors of Tiziana Terenzi fragrances in the USA. This is a USA giveaway, guys, and your choice of either Halley, Wirtanen, Hale Bopp, and lastly, Tempel. So one of these fragrances can be yours for one subscriber of this channel. Please make sure you're subscribed. And to participate in the giveaway, let me know which of the fragrances sounds the best to you. What did you enjoy about this video with Paolo and Tiziana of Tiziana Terenzi? And other than that, please put your state. This will be shipped by the fragrance group to the lucky winner. Good luck with the giveaway. And also, guys, thanks so much for watching today. As mentioned earlier, there is a second video I did with Tiziana and Paolo Terenzi of another group of fragrances, and those are Siene, Borea, Draconis, and Arrakis. So stay tuned for that, and we are doing a second giveaway with that video as well, so you guys have a chance at experiencing these amazing fragrances from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Now, these are available at soavantgarde.com. If you're curious, you can go check over there. Other than that, guys, thanks so much for watching today. Please do like this video. Please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.